Yo guys, LazyJamie here, and today we're going to be reading the Hat Fic. Yes. Oh, bloody hell. But yeah, people wanted me to have a look at some fanfics with a PH, of course, as you know. Yeah, the time has come. Apparently, well, obviously, I don't even know if these are really that bad, because apparently they are, and a lot of people have said, don't read them. A lot of people have said, do read them. There's mixed feelings, you know. On the one hand, I might, you know, die. On the other hand, it'll make a good video. So I think I'll just go for the good video, but I don't know. I'm not sure, you know. I'm scared. I've never really read a fanfic before. I've only, you know, for any fanfic for anyone, I've only read one, and that was to do with why Phil actually stopped Draw Phil naked and ended up with him having a make-out session with Dan. That was from a crack video I watched. If you haven't watched that, make sure you check that out. That was just confusing. But yeah, this is going to be the Hat Fic. Now, it's got a weird name. It's a bit odd. Like, it's a bit vague. It's a bit ambiguous. I love that word, by the way. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. But the thing is, actually, I'll just straight up start recording now, boy. Okay. Major warning, this is the most horrible fic in the world. It is worse than the chair, skin, milk, and kitten fic, so major warning. Okay, major, that is not good. Last thing I checked, major was not a good sign. But yeah, this of course is on Tumblr, and it's by Amazing Phil. Yeah, it's got 2 Z's, so it's going to be pronounced Amazing. Alright, leave me alone. the URL, I mean, the tab title is called Sploosh, and it's got a strawberry. I don't really know how Tumblr works. I have a Tumblr. I don't have many followers on it because I don't think most people don't know that I have one, and you know, it's like, I don't even do anything on it. I never use it, so that's why I'm a noob when it comes to Twitter, Tumblr. Anyway, yeah, let's have a read of this because I think it should be good. I haven't seen any of it, so let's go. I'm kind of scared though. Nice music in the background, nice and cheery, you know. It'll be good times, good times. Oh, pardon me, I just ate dinner. Okay, yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's have a look. So let's start. Apsil Pastel, that must be the person who made it, right? Okay. Here we go. It's more disturbing than the kitten fic, though strangely well written. The Hat Fic. Let's go. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff here. Jesus. And maybe it's just small text. Oh, that is a lot. This should be good. Okay. Okay. The Hat Fic. So this must be Phil talking, right? Hey Dan, can we get a hamster? I always wanted one, but my roommate never thought that we would look after it. Phil, we've talked about this. You won't look after it properly. You can hardly look after yourself. Dan, stop being so rude. R-O-O-D, rude. He retorted. It wasn't really in an angry way, but he never even took into account that I was older than him and I lived by myself before him, so getting a hamster wouldn't be that bad. I decided not to argue. Dan was stubborn and wouldn't change his mind. I was going into town later on anyway, so I needed to get changed. I put on my usual of skinny jeans and a top on. Yeah, that's how he goes, you know, the black skinny jeans and whatever tops. It's usually quite weird, you know, or just has him and Dan on it. Okay, I finished getting the few pieces of food that Dan and I needed and was heading back to get the bus when I walked past the pet shop. I couldn't resist, but walking in and I saw a cage with a small fluffy black and white hamster in the corner. I looked at the price, 10 squid! Okay, it's £10, but it's as like a slang term. One of the terms for, so I got to have to drink. As like another word for pounds here is quid, but I also like saying squid. You know, 10 squid. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, it was too small and cute to say no to, so I bought it. And I bought it and a cage. I walked out just as my bus arrived. I paid my fare and hopped on. I couldn't stop smiling. My hamster was one of the best things I've ever done. Well, that's what I thought. The best thing I've ever done? What does that even mean? Josh Dunn. Can we zoom in a bit here? Excuse me. Because it's a bit far away. There we go. This is nice. Okay. I got home and shouted out to Dan. Dan, come and see what I bought. He bounced into the hallway at the front door. What's up? I raised the cage with a furry ball curled up in the corner again. The expression on his face changed from a sweet and innocent smile to a sick and twisted one. Whoa, what the hell? What's going on here? With an evil glint in his eye. I love it. I was completely wrong about saying no to getting one. Oh god. Is this like... It's like anti-Septiceye, there's like anti-Dan. Okay, oh god. He sounded genuine, but there was something about the way he said it that made me feel uneasy. Ugh, I got shivers already, man. Got a bit of goosebumps going on. Okay. So what's it called? Dan asked. Can we call him Striker, please? I've always loved that name. I don't really know why. Sure. His reply was cold and harsh. Sure. What was wrong with him? I shrugged it off and went into my room. It was only 9, but I was tired and felt a bit ill. Felt. I pulled my PJ. I kicked my PJ bottoms on and slipped into bed. Slipped. That's a nice word. Okay. I woke up during the night, my body freezing cold, and I was unable to move. I opened my eyes and there, wide with a shock, I looked down and I was naked with ropes tying me to a chair, and in the corner was a sinister looking Dan, and that was also naked. This took a bad turn, or a good turn, I don't know, it depends what your fetish is. Anyway, okay, morning sleeping beauty. I was wondering how the cold room had to be for you to wake up. His voice sounded so fluffy and innocent, but the words coming out weren't. He was only wearing his fluffy brown hat. Oh, the fluffy brown hat! Is that the one that Fetus Dan wore, like the Russian one? He pulled it off to reveal a small black creature sitting in it. Striker. What the beep was he doing? I don't normally swear, but this situation was so confusing and I was terrified. What was Dan doing to me? Dan? What are you doing? Why am I tied up? What? I stopped when he moved towards me. His expression changed from being happy, like when I woke up, to murderous. Dad, don't be scared, Phil. We're going to have some fun with Striker. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Chicken nugget. He cackled menacingly and showed off his erect member, making mine start to... Are we talking... Okay. Member. That's such great terminology. Nice jargon there. Making mine start to rise. Oh god. He put the hat... Did that really make his rise? Jesus. He put the hat down. Striker still sitting in there and faced it with his length. The perfect height to aim into it. Dan, what are you doing? Please stop. He stormed over to me and gave me a rough kiss. What is happening? What is this alien species that's like taking over Dan? Everything will be okay, I promise. Dan grabbed a gag from behind me and put it over my mouth. He walked back over to the hat and began to stroke, looking over to me as he did so. Stroke what? Oh no, he stroked his member. After a short time, his seed exploded into the seed, but he didn't stop there. He kept on going into the house. That's unreal. You do realise you can't just keep on going, right? You can't just keep on going. I'm sorry, guys. You can't just say, actually, that's not enough. Continue going. There is a limit. You cannot fill up a hat, I'm sorry, no way. Anyway, please stop. We still. Oh yeah. Where was I? The white liquid was nearly spilling. Oh god. And my poor hamster was barely able to breathe. He was doing the doggy paddle just to survive. And all I could do was sit and watch. Dan grabbed the hamster's head and pushed it down into his own sperm. After that's quite a nice image actually. After 5 minutes of a sick games, he pulled it back, dead. He snapped the hamster's head off. Bloody hell, he's got some superhuman strength. This is an alien. The neck bone shattering and making me mumble. That was supposed to be a scream. Tears flowed down my face and he squeezed the blood of Striker into the hat. Jesus Christ. He looked over at me. He was sick and twisted, but also kind of sexy. He picked up the hat and moved towards me, and with one hand undid... With one hand under the gag, he undid the gag with one hand. Okay. With one hand, undid the gag. Open. Oh no! Please don't. I haven't read the rest. Please don't put in this. Oh, no. Okay. Open wide, he said in a sarcastic tone. I did it right. I did it as I was told. I didn't know what else was hiding behind me. He began to pour the sperm and hamster blood mixture, that's how you make monster pops I think, into my mouth, only for me to realise he had put my poor Striker back in there, head and body. Whoa. The fluid tasted disgusting, partly because it had gone cold, but oh, if it was warm that'd be alright. But also because I knew it was my hamster's blood I was drinking. So the Dan sperm's okay. He pulled back halfway through. Not that I'm complaining. And bloody hell, Phil. And said, good little Phil, do I taste nice? My eyes widened. What do I say? I was about to open my mouth when he slapped me. Speak, bitch! wanted to raise my hand to my face. My cold face stung with his hot, sticky hand. When his hot, sticky hand touched it, "You taste amazing, Dan. Amazing, Dan." I managed to choke out. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's still a lot more to go. Yeah, I do. Time for more fun. I didn't I didn't like where this is going. He pulled a black body that was coated in white from the hat. Oh, the hamster. Dan rammed it down my throat, caused my gag reflex to kick in, and I vomited all. Oh my god, this is like bloody Max Mofo vomit cake all over again. Dan smirked at this, and he got on his knees. He began to lick all over me. His soft tongue was gliding all over me until I found its way to my throbbing erection. He started at the tip and worked his way all the way down, deep throating me. It felt so nice. Most people couldn't do this, but it didn't last long. He looked up to me, his innocent brown eyes making me melt. "Promise you won't run." He sounded so sorry. I nodded. He brown eyes. Wait, he got up and untied me. He grabbed me by the shoulders. "I'm going to lie on the floor. You're going to pour the rest of the hat on me and lick it off. Okay?" He growled. Raw XD. Sweet. Loving Dan was gone then. I quickly nodded and he got to the floor. I grabbed the hat and poured it on him just as he commanded. I began to lick it off him. The mixture wasn't as bad as last time. I think it's because I'm not having it forced down my throat. It's kind of nice. Suck me off, Phil. It sounded so weird, but yet again, I did as I was told. I wasn't as good as him. I could only fit half of it in my mouth before I felt sick. I was going for what seemed like forever, but you pushed my head away. You've done well, but there is one last thing I need you to do. He pulled off the hamster's head from Phan. I felt sick. When you say stop, I will. But okay, I need to stop there. But only if I think you've done good enough. What is happening anymore? I started to shake and tremble. Dan put his arms around me. It's okay. It won't be that bad. He hushed me. He was so much nicer again. "Are you ready?" he asked me, a sense of impatience growing in his tone. Yes, Dan, I stuttered out, and he quickly rolled me onto my front, his hand placed on the top of my back, pinning me down, the hamster's head in his other hand, and nearing my rectum. I know where this is going. Thank God it's near the end. He rammed it in with no hesitation. No, taking no prisoners, mate. Just flipping. and a burning sensation spread throughout me. For the rest of it, he used his manhood to push it in. Manhood, I love that. I wanted to say stop, but he wouldn't. I know it. Finally, it got too much and I screamed out, "Stop!" I looked back at Dan, who just grinned. Yo. Come on, Phil. No. Come on, Phil. I know you can do better than that. He forcibly went in further. Not quite all the way, though. Dan, please, I'm begging you, stop. It's so sore, I pleaded, the burning sensation turning into a stabbing feeling. Ooh, I can imagine, actually. I mean, it has happened to me a few times. What? Dan stroked my hair and gently pulled out of me. Pulled the hair out, or...? No, pulled the hamster out. The hamster's head was still inside me. It felt horrible knowing that I had a dead animal's head sitting inside my intestine. The head was still in? I thought he took the head out. I thought he took the head off. Wait, what? I'm kind of confused. Did he like stitch it back together, or did he only put the head in? I don't know. Sorry, Dan put his hand inside me and he went deep. I felt like exploding. He finally showed me his hand with the head. He put his head in his body. He put his hand in his bloody intestine. What is happening? Okay. I cried out in pain. I felt like exploding. He finally showed me his hand with the head in it. Oh, I just already said that. I wish the torture was over, but I knew Dan would have other plans. But this time, he didn't, and just wrapped his arm around my hips. "Let's go to bed," Dan said, pulling me up as he said so. I leaned in for a kiss, and so did he. We walked down into my room, and when we got in, he pushed me onto the bed. I thought he was going to want sex, but he was just so caring and just spooned me until we fell asleep. I woke up to find Dan with the hamster's body and head in his mouth, chewing violently, bones snapping and crunching under his teeth. He had blood dripping from his chin. He crawled over to me and I licked it off for him. He grinned as though I read his thoughts, and he finished eating. And every month we buy a hamster. I have goosebumps. No, are you seeing this? You see this? I feel like I've had a hamster rammed up my butthole, you know? Like, how do I even, you know? How do I even? How do I odd? How do I even? I don't know. You know, it's just, what the like, what the flip-flop did we just watch, you know? What did I just witness? What did I just read? What? Jesus Christ, man. What the hell? It's like, what? Oh, I realised I actually didn't have it recording the whole time, so I guess I just have to crop some bits. Anyway, yeah. What? I don't know what to say. Honestly, I don't know what to say. It's like, it was weird, but I kind of enjoyed it as well, you know? It's one of those things that it's like, it creeps you out, but because of that, you like it. And it, I just feel so wrong, man. What is happening? In one way, I wish I never read that, but in another way, it's like, I'm so glad I did. Because now I'm in on it. I'll be completely honest, it wasn't as bad as I thought, you know? I'm kind of good at not imagining things happening too much, you know? I can sort of keep the images out of my head. I can read it without thinking exactly how it would look, but actually, come to think of it, that's triggered my gag reflexes a bit. Flipping. No joke, seriously, what the hell? Sperm and blood mixed together. Oh no, that's horrible. That's actually really bad. I shouldn't have thought about it. Bloody hell. Seriously, sorry, that was a burp. That was me gonna be sick. That was, okay. I'll be honest, it was actually good. It was well written, like they said, surprisingly well written. And I believe, disclaimer, I, Emily, Amazing Phil, did not write this freaking fic. I just miraculously ended up being the only link for it. So someone else made it. Gagging, oh my god. Okay, yeah, so I don't know who made it. It must be that pastille person. Not, yeah, okay, so the Euro was not found, okay. And yeah, yeah. It was it was good times, I think. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a thumbs up because genuinely, I don't know what to say. I'm not even like playing up like, oh god, what? I actually don't know what to say, honestly. Like, what can you even say about that? It's not, there's no like witty jokes I can make. There's no jokes at all. There's just like, there's just sadness and death, you know? Like, what can you do? What happened? Like, who, I don't know. In some ways it wasn't as bad as I expected, but in other ways it kind of was, you know? Because like, it was actually really long. It was longer than I thought it would be, and I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't think I'll cut any of it out, but Jesus, man. Let me know other fics you'd like me to read, please, because it actually was entertaining. It was like, but at the same time it was like, actually, that's quite... There's a way that feel, they just openly pretty much said they're a couple, you know, they're just straight up just going in for the kiss like it's normal, you know. I'm not saying it's not normal to kiss, but I mean like they're just instantly saying they are a couple and, you know, they just kiss random, you know, and stuff. It's just like, they just ship it in, you know, you can tell they're just demon fannies, man. Demon fannies. Jeez, Jesus. Holy guacamole. That's a phrase I've been looking for. Holy guacamole. But yeah, that brings an end to this enlightening, insightful, amazing reading experience. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up. Comment, let me know what you'd like me to read next. Yeah, you know, could be other fanfics with a PH or with an F, any at all, and I'll have a look because I really appreciated this and it was a good time and I learned a lot, and you know, I can teach this to my grandchildren. You know, if I have grandchildren, I'll just show them this. I'll teach them this. Back in my day, we used to read the Hat Fic. What the flip, man? I don't know what the hamster fic's gonna be about because I'm pretty sure this had a hamster in it, so it's kind of like, is that an enhancement on it, a hamster? Is that an enhancement on it, or is this the hamster fic and I just read it wrong? I don't know. Is it? No, I don't think so, because a hat, I don't know. Maybe it mixed the best of both worlds. The best of both fics. Yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. I'm sorry, I'm just losing it. So yeah, I better end it now. Yeah, like I said, suggest anything, and I'll watch it, I'll read it, anything at all, yeah. And I will check it out. And subscribe to join the lazy crew today. Cheers.